What is good, guys, and welcome to today's video. I am pumped because we're about to head to Yashio factory, get some tires sorted out for this thing to have a shakedown tomorrow. Also, I think this is the first time ever that this car has had matching wheels, like literally matching wheels. It kind of looks nice. I had to change the front wheels, obviously, because of that issue with the Valino ones where there was like a manufacturing fault where the sidewall all kind of came out. I've actually been talking to them and they're absolutely amazing customer service, and they're actually going to be collecting that tire from me and sending me free ones, which is just mind-blowing. I don't think any other tire company out there would do that with all the data that I gave them, because I was able to tell them, you know, how many runs I did at the track with them, the PSI. They've never had any leaks. They've always been at 2.2 bar or 2.5 bar depending on the temperature of the day and where I've been drifting and driving. And yeah, they were pretty confident that it was probably a very rare manufacturing fault, and taking them off today, sending them some pictures of the inside, and they're going to get them shipped to them so they can investigate further, and they're sending me new ones. I'm completely mind blown. Anyways, that aside, let's get to Yashio factory in this thing. Looks good with 18s on the front, don't you guys think? I don't know. I wish my angle kit supported 18s. And as you guys can see, we have arrived at Yashio factory. I didn't end up filming any of the traffic or anything like that because I had to keep both hands on the wheel the entire drive there, because these tires are a little bit spent. So you can imagine that the steering wheel was kind of fighting me the entire time. It just wanted to keep pulling me into the left. So I just didn't want to film anything. It's a bit unsafe. But we're not putting these on there. Jeez, AO52s. They would be grippy as. But we're going to probably be putting on these Valinos here, or those ones, or there may even be some more up here. We could even use some old Zestino stock. We'll see what we've got. But need to change those fronts, get them off. And we're actually getting a new set of 17s today too. Forgot to tell you guys about that. We're getting the same ones, Wed Sports. It's just these don't have crazy gutter rash from me falling asleep on the Tomei Highway and hitting the curb. Yeah, true story. Was not fun. Anyways, that aside, let's get these switched out, put on the body cam, and go from there. So I just switched to the GoPro head cam. We're going to change these tires. This is the one where the whole sidewall is popped out. Like I said, no small leaks, no low pressure, no potholes or anything like that. Valino have confirmed with me themselves that this is a manufacturing default, and they said that something with the lamination is like separated and split with like the steel belt and other things that are in there. I don't really understand how tires are put together, but they agree that there's something wrong there. And anyways, so we're going to change these bad boys out, have some fun. All right, let's get this party started. It's been a little bit of time since I changed tires last. Feels good though. I miss it a bit. It's kind of like therapeutical, and pushing the wrong things. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how to change tires, and this is pretty boring. But I figured setting up the head cam would be kind of cool for this. And don't worry, I'm not going to give you speed it up, make you guys. Oh wow, the way that kind of reacted there was pretty weird. Sidewall, it's like, yeah, it just like slips right off. It's really weird. Definitely something not right with the tire. There's no like chunks of rubber or anything in there like you'd see if you ran it flat. Alright. Let's get this bad girl up there. This one, I think. I haven't used this in a while. Lock her in. Alright. Next thing is, we kind of need to put some pressure on this bad girl. Oh yeah, she's gonna come off no problem, this one I think. Should be good. Let's just put some pressure on the back here. Okay. Bring her up. Over. Yeah, beauty. should just come off now. Huzzah. Let's get that backside. I literally do not envy like guys that do this every day. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love changing tires because it's kind of therapeutical, but I could not do this all day for sure. I appreciate people who do this for full-time work. Like, this is, and some of those guys can change tires so freaking fast too. Like, don't they have competitions for that kind of thing? All right, so here's where we get to look at the inside of the tire. So as you guys can see, this is the inside of the tire. It's not chewed up at all, no signs of it running flat, but you can see the same thing is on the inside as what we're seeing on the outside. These weird bubbles, the full width around the tire. So something's like separated in between there, in between like the steel belt and the internal, I guess, layer here. Very interesting. Never seen anything like that before. All you tire guys out there, very cool. But what's awesome though, is that Valino's taken full responsibility and said that this is a rare issue that can happen sometimes, and then that they're fully replacing them for me, which is just incredible. Well, I had no time to film for the rest of that, but we got all the tires changed, loaded, and in the back. I had to spend a bunch of time helping Oka-chan with his latest video that just went live on his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. And then I had to help him with some shipping stuff, with some stuff going to the US. Looks like me and Oka-chan are going to be in the States in January, February, March, April, May, around April, May. So we're going to be in the States together, probably in Long Beach. I'm sure you can guess what that's for. We're really pumped to go, so that's going to be epic. But for now, oh man, I got to get home. I got to try and edit, get everything ready for tomorrow, which I think I'm already ready. I've kind of already got the car packed and whatnot, so hopefully everything goes well. I'm a bit nervous about the Skyline having some problems, but it should be all right. But on the way home, I'm also going to be doing some boost control stuff with the Link ECU and trying to get that all dialed. So we'll get that sorted as well and do a bit of a tuning kind of session for the rest of this vlog, I think. But man, I hope you guys are pumped for tomorrow. Doing a shakedown on this. Hope it doesn't break. Also, the new front wheels look epic. We had to put 15mm spacers on, but they turned out better fitment than what the previous ones were, and it just kind of brought it right out to the garden, nice and kind of tucked with the camber. It looks sick. I'll show you tomorrow. Anyways, let's get on the road, start configuring some boost control stuff. So check this out. I want to show you how responsive it is. Right now, I got my foot flat to the floor. 3200 RPM, 1.1 bar of boost. It's absolutely incredible. And we're seeing, right, if we slow down again, we're seeing like 0.8 bar of boost at 2900 RPM. Yeah, it's so much more responsive. And we still haven't even added timing yet. So just chilling at a train station, and I'm working on boost control tune stuff. And May's here, we picked her up. What's up? How hyped are you that your videos are doing well that you're making for Oka-chan?
Pretty cool. I'm having fun.
You're having fun? I loved all the effects for the weightlifting battle at the end. But there was one effect in that video that I did that I think is the ichiban coolest. #1 coolest thing in the entire video. See if you guys can guess it. Oh, big hint there, mate. All right, cool. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about boost control with the Link ECU and solenoids and stuff like that. And I finally figured out all our boost control issues, and it all comes down to the solenoid that we're using. So right now, we've got everything set up with just a really simple open loop table with wastegate duty cycles and stuff like that, right? And that was just to make boost control super simple so we could try to figure out what the hell's been going on, because we could never get it to do what we wanted to in closed loop, and then it wouldn't react the way we thought it should, and compared to other solenoids and stuff like that. And it had us thinking that maybe there was like a boost leak or something, and just trying to figure out what was going on. Now, it all came down to the solenoid that I'm using, which is an old solenoid from a Grady Prefect B, Prefect 2 or Prefect 2B, I think is the name, boost controller. And it's also the same solenoid that was used on the Pexi Power FC with the boost control add-on kit for the Power FC. Now, this solenoid isn't actually super sensitive like a Mac boost solenoid would be, or Link or Heltec, those other branded ones and stuff. And the way that I figured it out was I did a bunch of research in the end to figure out whether or not there was any kind of settings we needed for that solenoid. And I found out that like a Mac sensor, right, you run it at a frequency of like 20 hertz. But this one, and every other sensor out there right now, every other boost solenoid runs at 20 hertz. But this one only likes 31 hertz. And then the duty cycle range that you actually have controllability of what the solenoid's doing is from 30% to 90%. So you have this weird window. Now, if it was a Mac boost solenoid, you would have the frequency set at 20, and you could be sitting at 15, 20, 30, and you wouldn't have an issue. So the solenoid was not even pretty much activating because we were just giving it like 30% duty cycle when it needed to see 30 and above till 90. Which explains 100% why we were having all these boost control issues in the past as well, because boost control was never even set up on my car correctly when it was all first done anyways in the Link ECU. So there you guys go. And just to make things easier, I've got a new Mac boost solenoid on its way because that's just way easier to work with. It's a lot more sensitive and you can get things refined a lot better. This old solenoid from the Grady boost controller kit, it's just a bit temperamental, and the intervals that, like when you add a bit of duty cycle, is just, it's not small enough, it's too big, and you can try and bring the hertz down to try and or give it more hertz to make it more kind of like smaller intervals, but it doesn't like that and it doesn't work like a Mac boost solenoid would. So yeah, I know it's a bit confusing, but it is what it is, and I'm just glad we figured it out, because now I'm getting 1.1 bar of boost at 3300 RPM, and it is the sickest feeling ever. I'm so pumped for tomorrow. I am literally such a mess right now that I left my laptop at the table at the restaurant that we were just eating at. I hope it's still there. Or I left it on the roof of my car and I boosted and it fell off. Looks like she's got it, thank God. Oh man, did he laugh?
Yeah, he looked at me.
Oh man, just check, hang on. Did like someone change my wallpaper or something? Because I don't have a password.
Justin Bieber?
I never use Justin Bieber. You and your Justin Bieber.
Hey!
I don't have passwords on my laptop, so I probably should, but yay, we're good.
Everyone knows your password now.
There is no password.
No, and then your phone locks.
No, we changed that ages ago. So back home now, and I am so glad that I live in Japan, because if I didn't live in Japan, my laptop would probably be gone. Anyways, all that aside, epic day, but very, very technical, I think, for you guys for the blog. You know, we got to investigate the tire issue. I did some tire changing. Obviously, I didn't film all of it, but at least one tire change I did. And then a whole bunch of technical stuff with the Link ECU and boost control and how that works. And then discovering that because I had like one of those older Grady boost solenoids, that was like the issue that we were having, where it wasn't reacting like we thought something else was wrong. So I'm pumped. I'm pretty nervous about tomorrow going drifting. I thought it was just going to be a half day at Nasu, but it turns out it's a full day. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough tires, but Oka-chan said he's got me covered if I do need some. But yeah, otherwise I'm a bit nervous and I need to go to bed. It's nearly midnight and I have to be up at 4 AM because Nasu's further than Nikko Circuit, so it's going to be interesting. See you tomorrow, guys. Skyline, fingers crossed, touch wood, that we have no problems tomorrow and it just drifts and has good power everywhere and feels amazing, because that would be epic. Thanks for watching, guys, especially you guys that are watching to the end right now. You're special. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Jamata. Like, comment, share, subscribe.